So there are a lot of myths out there about e-bikes today. We're going to talk about some of those. There might be things you heard, and maybe they're keeping you from considering an e-bike. But we're going to talk about it today. Hopefully it helps you out. E-bike myths. E-bikes are not cheating. If you don't believe me, Jeremiah is going to tell you even more why it's not cheating.
So I get asked about, is e-bike cheating? And no, it's not. You get to ride more. You get to ride more miles, and you can ride further than you normally would on a bike. So instead of doing a 2-mile commute, you can now easily do a 4 or 6-mile commute. I do a 6-mile commute to work every day. I couldn't do that on my regular bike. So that allows me to ride to work every day and not have to pay parking downtown.
Do you need the maximum power available in your e-bike?
Great question. There's a wide variety of motor wattages out there on e-bikes. In Europe, they limit all e-bikes to 250 watt motors. In the United States, you'll find motor wattages from 350 to 750 watts if it's part of the 3-class e-bike system. Higher powered motors available out there, but those would technically be e-mopeds and e-motorcycles and are not legal for use on our bike infrastructure. But getting around here in Midtown, downtown Sacramento, where it's largely flat, on a bike that's limited to 20 miles an hour, as all Class 1 and Class 2 e-bikes are, I've ridden a lot of 350 watt motors, and they are plenty zippy. You get up to 20 miles an hour in half a block here. That's about a tenth of a mile on the Midtown, downtown grid. You really don't need a lot. If you're going to be climbing a lot of hills, probably consider going with a little higher wattage motor because you're going to be asking more peak demand from that motor. But if you're cruising around on the flats, having the highest wattage motor that's available to you is not that big of a priority.
Another myth is that e-bikes, you don't get exercise. That's not true, especially this particular bike. It depends a little bit on the bike. Certain types of sensors require more of your leg engagement. But with all e-bikes, if you're moving your legs, you are burning some calories out there. And what you tend to do on the e-bike, you tend to ride further distances for longer durations. So you end up having a long duration, low intensity exercise, which is great. It has many great benefits. So e-biking is definitely exercise. Now, if exercise through an e-bike is your goal, stay tuned to some of our later videos where we talk a little bit more in depth on what types of sensors you might want to consider on your e-bike.
Made possible by a grant from SACOG, the Sacramento Area Council of Governments.